a few lines on the importance of sports, or as a sportsman, how you can contribute. Perfect. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Das, a few words on Mr. Sachin Tendulkar's presence here and the game we're about to play today. For applause.
Well, I can say nothing much except for a remembrance of a postcard that I got on 100 MB saying that just have a dream. Dreams.
Childhood to adolescence, dealing with issues like health, nutrition, education. And here in Nepal, we are also focusing on education and nutrition program, again, jointly with our UNICEF colleagues. Nepal signed the convention in 1990, and a lot has been done since. But again, a lot of challenges also remain, and the European Union stands ready to partner with the government, with the UN agencies, with the local communities, in order to bring this forward and to continue.
Working in many countries around the world, including in Nepal, on promoting children's rights. So what is this anniversary actually all about? It will be 30 years this coming week that the world made a commitment to children all over the world, to improve their lives. Before this convention, and when the convention came online, that before there was always an objective to, of course, further children's well-being in health and education, in water and sanitation, and nutrition and child protection. But with the convention, an important difference that came was that this now established that children were actually entitled to all of these.
Not only as cricket players, but also known for their commitments for advocating for children's rights and well-being. As for the European Union, we are deeply committed to protecting and promoting the rights of every child, and we have been engaged in various.
And whatever you are today, can you get better tomorrow? So will you start competing with different guys? There is no end to that. So this is my message to all of you sitting there. If somebody has scored, for example, if somebody has scored 20 runs, you scored 22 runs, doesn't mean you've achieved something big. But if you have scored 20 runs, how could you add another 0 to that and score 200 runs? It is all about yourself. And then, in a team sport, when you all come together and contribute significantly, the end result takes care of itself. Through UNICEF, I learned a lot of things when it comes to ECD, which is early childhood development. I think most of us here did not realize that the first
one is, of course, the initiation was made for child protection onto this particular date. So this is the 30th year that we are celebrating. And certain career also is celebrating the 30th year in cricket. A career that inspired billions of people, kids, to take up cricket. So thank you for choosing cricket, Sachin. You have made cricket richer with your presence. Thank you so much for that. And I would also like to thank UNICEF and European Union for bringing in the God to our temple. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our temple. This is the temple of Nepal cricket. the TU cricket ground where it all started and have taken it to the next level. And as we so fondly call Sachin as the god of cricket, so the god has graced our temple. Now we believe we are only going to move forward from here. Thank you so much for coming and gracing this evening, Sachin. Now let's get down to the formal part of it. I would speak in Nepali because being a Nepali, it gives me great pride to speak my own language and deliver my message in my mother tongue. हामीले सधैँ खेलिरहेको यो क्रिकेट मैदान आज क्रिकेट खेल्दा मलाई निकै फरक महसुस भएको छ। यो मैदानमा मैले सयौं खेलहरू खेलेको छु, तर आजको खेल निकै फरक र पृथक थियो। युनिसेफका सद्भावना दूत र अरबौं क्रिकेट प्रेमीका मुटुका ढुकढुकी श्री सचिन रमेश तेन्दुलकर जी आज हाम्रो अगाडि हुनुहुन्छ र मैले उहाँसँग मिलेर बालबालिकाहरूको समूहको नेतृत्व गर्ने अवसर पाएको छु। एउटा मेरो लागि सौभाग्य प्राप्त भएको छ। त्यसै देशका वर्तमान र भविष्य यी बालबालिकाहरूको जुझारु जोश यसले हामीलाई नयाँ ऊर्जा सञ्चालन गरेको छ। 3 दशक अगाडि र त्यो ठाउँको तुलनामा आज अहिले देशमा धेरै परिवर्तनहरू भइसकेका छन्। बालबालिकाको अवस्था त्यतिकै परिवर्तन भइसकेको छ। त्यति बेला र अहिलेका बालबालिकाका लागि स्वास्थ्य र शिक्षामा खास गरेर पहुँचमा उल्लेखनीय सुधार भएको छ। पोषणको आवश्यकतामा पनि धेरै सुधार भइसकेको छ।
I did not understand fully what Vinod spoke, but I kind of vaguely knew what he was referring to. And I support that. You know, it is all about child rights, and what he said was 100% right. I would be failing in my duties if I did not congratulate UNICEF for completing 30 years of CRC. I also feel that in 1992, when Nepal was the first signatory of CRC, it clearly was evident of Nepal's commitment to making Nepal better. When we talk about, there was a frog inside the tiffin box, live frog which jumped on her. And then after that, every time she was opening the tiffin box, she was exploring things, or maybe a grasshopper or fish, monsoons, all these kind of things kept happening. So, there was a way of explaining things to me. He spoke about ECD also, which is early childhood development. And that I got to know, later on in my life. By then my children had already grown up. We talk about the first 1,000 years. But of course, having a doctor at home works. It works beautifully. My wife is a doctor, so the time that we spent was really important for my children. And I also want to mention here that there are a number of parents who've missed out on their first innings, which is the first 1,000 days that you spend on, because number of those babies must be now teenagers. But in adolescence stage is the second innings, is what I would say. It's never too late to spend time with them and impact their lives. And that is the only thing I've come here for, which is through UNICEF I've been able to learn. I think this is an important message if we are to change this planet.
Thank you.
Focused individual, a disciplined individual, and that was all due to cricket. My brother taught me to plan, to practice hard, to focus, to stay a disciplined life, to prepare myself that after all this, you have to go out and execute your plan. Now, everyone here talks about that if you fail in life, I will accept. But if you cheat in life, coming out. So that is exactly what I shared with all of you before we started playing today. That let's be competitive, but let's not cheat. We'll be competitive, we all want to win, but not by cheating. So always remember that, guys. I also saw a lot of enthusiasm. Also, there were a couple of faces there sitting right behind. Those two girls were really tense. They didn't want to bowl. We kind of encouraged them, we pushed them, said you have to bowl, and they enjoyed. But don't be careless. I think it is important to go out and express what you feel. The whole world will applaud your efforts. I don't want to make my speech too long. I understand there are NGOs here, there are government officials here, and it is important not to forget why we have come here. We have come here to bat for children. And I can promise you that I'm going to be your partner. I'll be there all the time with you. Anything to achieve. Nepal cricket team, of course, Vinod has been a hero to everyone and continues to be one. He's continuing to contribute towards Nepal cricket. I want to applaud his effort, his sincerity, and his dedication. I think it is really important to learn number of things which normally you wouldn't from such personalities. When they are around, you talk to them as much as you can. By talking and playing, you learn more. It is all about children's rights. So, if you ask them the right question, you will have the right answers. It's part of growing. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all the people here in Nepal who've gathered here to support this initiative, this cause. It is a journey which has begun 30 years ago, but we've got miles to cover, guys. Let's not take the foot off the pedal. Let's press it as hard as possible and achieve our targets. All the very best. Namaste.
Mr. Sachin was worried about his speech being long.
Runs from players. Players get criticized, even bullied sometimes. You might also have gone through such experience. What made you ignore all those and just keep going?
I think it's a package deal. So when you score runs, you get praise. When you don't, there are people who will criticize you. My message to the players would be, don't get too attached to all these things. Lead a balanced life. If you do well, you don't need to celebrate and go over the top. Or if there are disappointments, failures, you don't need to be depressed either. Focus on finding solutions. Don't focus on problems. Focus on problems, there will always be problems. Each delivery is a question in itself. Look at answers, don't focus on questions. If you have solutions, you will keep moving forward. And to people who criticize, I would like to tell them that, if it's a constructive criticism, players can take it. But if it isn't, then maybe one needs to look at himself and change. When the teams don't do well, that is when they look for support. When they're doing well, everyone is with them. So when they're not doing well, I think it's important to stand behind them, be rock solid and say that no matter what, we are with you. Because we know that you will turn things around and give us a reason to smile. So the best option is to, be with them, is what my message to everyone would be.
Thank you. And finally, the final question. What message would you like to give to the children and people of Nepal?
Children and people of Nepal, I found a lot of warmth, a lot of caring, loving, and that is so important. That is what we need to do. That is what we need to spread across, not just in Nepal, but all over the globe. There are a number of things that we get to hear, which are unwarranted. I'm sure with the right mindset, with balanced mindset, we can change those things and constant effort. And that is why, my association with UNICEF is so dear to me, so important to me, because we are looking to change lives. We have the capability to change lives if we all come together. If we all make this promise to ourselves that each day I'm going to try and make myself better than what I was yesterday, then it works. I think the most important thing here is to be a nice person. It really doesn't matter whether you are extremely successful, moderate, or you're not successful in life. But if you're a nice human being, you're always liked. And that is again what my family taught me. The most important thing is to be a nice person. And that is my message to everyone. Look to help each other, give them a reason to smile, and stay healthy and fit is my message to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Tendulkar, for making it so.
Age is only when we talk about numbers, but otherwise, I think I played at the age of 16 against someone who was double my age. It didn't matter. Once you are out on the field, you compete. Whoever it is against you, you compete. And then again here, I think for children's development, to play is really important. I've always been a part of team sport. So team sport is something which teaches you generally in life to sacrifice for someone, to back someone when that individual is not doing well, to celebrate someone else's success. I think these are strong messages which normally you sit in a classroom, you'll never experience that. Because once you go out, it's all live action, and then a team sport teaches you all these things, and then there is not a dull moment. The dressing room atmosphere taught me a lot. So it is all about moving forward as a team with one objective. It is all about taking care of each other and doing your best. I also shared downstairs what my father shared with me when my career had started. He clearly told me that if you fail, I'll accept, but don't cheat, don't find shortcuts. And that was so relieving when you get such kind of encouragement. It is important for children to have the same feeling. Each and every child, when a child is competing, then encouragement is the only option. I don't think we should be looking at the other side of the coin. And they respond to that beautifully. So I feel when children decide to play, they should be encouraged, they should be provided various platforms to express their talent and build their foundation as strong as possible.
Thank you.